The Chromecast with Google TV is the latest Chromecast from Google, but this is claiming to be so much more than just a Chromecast that we may all know and love, because this device will turn a dumb smart TV into an Einstein of a smart TV, promising to aggregate all your TV and movies and entertainment into one nice single screen. So let's check it out and see if it's any good. Launched a few months ago, Chromecast with Google TV is all about Google bringing and unifying their sort of Google TV into one simple user interface. They're going to be doing it across the TVs that have Google TV built in or Android TV. It's all going to become Google TV. Now, previously with Chromecast, you would effectively cast streams from, say, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, whatever, from your phone to your TV with a Chromecast kind of attached into the back. And then the Chromecast would go off into the cloud and then pull down the best version of that stream and then display it on your TV. And that was always kind of cool. I really liked the way that that worked. But this new Chromecast with Google TV is a little bit different. So you can still cast your TV like you could with the Chromecast. And just like the Chromecast Ultra, this will deliver 4K with HDR. But as I mentioned before, this is so much more. As rather than having to use your phone, you now have a user interface on your TV with a little handy remote here that we'll look at later. And if you have a smart TV, you know that you normally have to sort of jump out of the Netflix app and then jump into the Amazon Prime app if you're looking for a specific film or you want to find out what service that film is on. But with the Google TV interface, it aggregates all that content into one searchable place. So now all you have to do is just use the Google TV interface to search for a film using Google's powerful search tech, or the Google Assistant, which is built into the remote here, and just ask, and then the interface will go off and it will search all the streaming services for that particular film and then come back with options for you. So you don't have to sort of jump into Netflix, then jump into Amazon Prime to look for it. It does and aggregates and displays all the versions of that film, or TV program for you, and all with a few simple presses of the little button on the remote. And there is so much more, and it sounds pretty impressive to me. Let's get on with this unboxing. Let's do a setup and let's see what it's all about and whether this might work for you. If you're new here, then do me a massive favor, of course. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you're watching, hit the likes and all of that, because YouTube algorithms love it. I love it, and it really helps get this information out to lots of other people. Anyway, to the unboxing. Okay, so here's the box here, and it's some examples of the apps. These may be country specific. Some of them, for instance, it's got ITV here, which is obviously very UK, and My5, which is UK. I'm surprised there's no BBC iPlayer on that, so I'll be interested to see whether the app is actually on the device. It better be. But all your kind of universal ones that you know, the YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, Disney, Spotify, Google Plus, and all of that. You can use the voice remote to control the TV, search and more. So there's a little microphone on the main little remote, and ask Google Assistant and stuff as per normal. Just plugs into the back there, as you can see, and there's the little remote. Discover over 400,000 plus TV episodes and movies, and access your apps all in one place. Now that's the key thing, all in one place. Get recommendations where they're available to stream. Enjoy crystal clear picture up to 4K and brighter colors with HDR. So it's in 4K, HDR, works with Android and iOS, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So let's basically get on with the unboxing. So here's the, as ever with all Google products, I always love the way they package and box stuff nice and simple here. Here's the main Chromecast. I've gone for this sky blue colour. They come in lovely colour options. There's a nice sort of, sky blue option. It's like a reset button on the back there. Nice flexible HDMI connection there. and then a USB-C by the looks thing connection there. Here's the remote. They are a nice simple remote, and then you've got some presets on here as well. You've got YouTube, straight to YouTube, of course, and then Netflix. I wonder what kind of money changed hands to get Netflix on that, or it's just the fact it's one of the most common streaming services globally that's the reason it's there. Google Assistant button there, then input select, on, off, volume mute, and home button and things like that. And then there's a sort of volume rocker on the side as well, and then a sort of control dial here. These look like the bog standard let's get started instructions. Again, great thing about instructions nowadays, a couple of pictures. It's so simple. Plug it in the back, power it up, connect into HDMI, and then insert the batteries, and then connect using Google Home app, and we'll be doing that all a bit later. Warranties, and then here of course the plug with USB-C adapter there, and then straightforward USB for the plug here. So, you know, we could all do with another standard USB plug, but this connection, the connection that goes into the back of here, is the USB-C connection. So that's the thing to kind of bear in mind. So there you go. So that's what's in the box. Let's get on with the setup now. So currently I've got my Chromecast set up on one of my AV inputs. So I've just plugged the new Chromecast into this different audiovisual input here. Setup initially was very straightforward in terms of pairing with the remote, as you can see, and then you just pick the country you're in, the language you're going to be using, etc. And then you can set up using your Google Home app on your phone, of course, and there's a handy QR code that you can scan in, and then it will take you through the setup process, which in theory should be very straightforward. First of all, the phone had to find basically you add a new device to your smart home setup, your Google Home. It should recognize it, see it there, so it will say Chromecast, and then you select it, then you scan the QR code, and then off it goes as it starts connecting itself to the Wi-Fi. Now I found that actually the Chromecast with Google TV connected very quickly, as you can see there. The next thing required is for your network to then find the Chromecast Ultra. Now at this point my Wi-Fi network had trouble finding the Chromecast, and I tried lots of different methods. I reset everything, but it just didn't work. But it's no worries. You can also connect more manually by using the remote and connecting your Gmail account with it, and then it does all the rest. So doing it that way was a godsend, and actually it worked out really well and got me connected in no end. And then it takes you through the various setups that way for your Google Assistant, activating your voice match if you've already got that on your Google Home Assistant and all of that kind of stuff. Then it's just a case of picking the apps that you want. It will give you a few suggestions to start with, but there's lots of other apps you can find later on. So just tick the apps that you want, which is what I did, and then I added them. Then you confirm all of that. And then it will take you through the process. Once the Chromecast remote is all set up, it will tell you which buttons does what, the on off buttons, the volume buttons, and that's just to check that it's all working. And straight away it worked the volume on my TV. In fact, it worked the volume on my soundbar, which is connected to TV. Anyway, once that's all done, it will start installing all of those apps, and you should be good to go. Now you will have to log into all the apps, and that's not as laborious as it sounds. I thought I'd have to be digging out lots of passwords. Most of the apps allow you to connect via your phone or a computer. They give you a sort of a My Connect code or a website to go to sort of connect to my TV, and then they give you a little code, and then usually your account's connected. That certainly was the case for, I think, for Netflix, Amazon Prime, and for the BBC iPlayer and stuff like that. Once you've done that, you never have to do it again. And you're all good to go. You see, you have the search, recommendations for you, movies, shows, all the apps you've currently got. So these are just the current apps I have, and you'll see GeForce Now there. There's no Stadia yet, but Stadia will be down there when it's ready. Of course, you could connect other peripherals. You could connect a controller to it. I haven't done that yet. A game controller to see what that's like. I will do that and try and find that out. And then here's your library. So this will be your watch list. Don't judge me. Any movies you may have bought. I bought most of these movies quite a while ago on Google Play, and it's remembered all of those. And I think Game of Thrones, I think, may have been on Google Play. I can't remember. But it remembered I'd bought those, and it's put them, they used to be in my Google Movies, and it's put them on there. Then you've got the settings. So you can sign in with your different accounts, set the privacy, the display settings. It's got advanced display settings. So it's got game mode there for when Stadia or for GeForce Now. And then here, the remotes and accessories where you can control or pair a game controller or something like that. So you can install a controller for GeForce Now or the Stadia app when it works. But I've set it up to use Samsung IR, so the infrared that controls the TV. In this case, as I say, it controls the soundbar. So my sound on the soundbar, you can see the soundbar at the bottom, the numbers are changing because the soundbar is connected to the TV. So that's quite cool. And then the power button as well. I've also assigned it to the Samsung infrared as well. So I can actually control the TV on and off just using this remote. You can see. So I can use this remote for everything I do. So look, switch the TV off. Switch the TV on. Yeah, ignore those apps on the bottom. They're the standard apps that come with the smart TV when it turns on, so ignore all those. But there's loads of settings that you can change. Anyway, it will learn over a period of time the sort of things that you like based on your choices and stuff like that. And then it's got trending on Google here. You see it very similar to they have trending on Netflix, that sort of thing. You've got sci-fi shows, categories, comedies, movies based on Marvel comics, action thrillers. Most of this is all based on your own likes, popular YouTube videos it recommends. So once you've connected your YouTube account. So there's Bill from Stadia Cast, who I watch quite a lot. British movies. I've just watched The Gentleman on Amazon Prime on this. The quality's really good. It's really good 4K HDR. Not that my TV's HDR. But it learns as you go what you like and will make the recommendations. The real beauty is that it aggregates all the content across all the apps you might be subscribed to. As I say, traditionally, if you wanted to find a movie, you might have to go into each app individually, come out, go into the next app, and it was quite laborious. Here, you're just using the power of the Google search, and it will go off and search all the apps for you. So for instance, if I hit the assistant, find Mock the Week. So there we go. It's found Mock the Week. Let's try Stadia Monday Night Chat. Out of curiosity, will it find me? Find Stadia Monday Night Chat. Oh, look there. Wow. It's found the one and only Stadia Monday Night Chat. As I said, in terms of the quality, you'll get the best stream that particular app can stream at. So Netflix stuff will be in 4K and all of that. Get rid of the adverts. And there we are. The one and only Stadia Monday Night Chat. I called it up. It found it using the app, which is quite impressive. I recommend you try that at home. And there's, as I say, there's a search for apps as well. There are games you can do like Crossy Road. And, oh, look, Shadow PC as well. For those that have a Shadow PC, presumably. You can set that up as well, which is quite cool. But lots of different apps you can search for. Really versatile. And search for lots of different apps, as I said. Yeah, let's do a search for Stadia. There's also a keyboard. If you don't want to use the voice chat, you can call up the keyboard. A bit cumbersome using the remote for it. But so why wouldn't you want to use the voice app? But there you go. See what it says.
Sorry, Stadia isn't available on this TV.
As if to rub salt into the wound. We know that. We know that. But anyway, there you go. It's coming in the next 6 months or so. Yeah, from now on, this is all I'm using in terms of the TV. I'm going to use navigating the TV uses this control to turn it on. So you can go through the different video inputs. Because Stadia's not on here, as I said, I'm going to keep my old Chromecast Ultra just to play Stadia until the Stadia app comes onto here. I'm not interested in side-loading it on. I want the official Stadia app when it arrives, because I'm sure it will be maximized to work really well on it. So this is my old Chromecast Ultra. You can see how slow my smart TV is. So I'm going to keep the old Chromecast Ultra. There's my Xbox channel there. And then your bog standard T, which I don't really use. But in the meantime, because I don't watch much TV live, everything I need to do, I can just go through using Chromecast with Google TV. It's really good. I can access everything I need with this handy remote. And when I'm done, I can just switch the telly off and I'm all good. And there you go. And of course, this interface is going to be coming to TVs with Google TV built in. And also just to say as well, there's an ambient mode as well, which you can have pictures from Google Photos. Quickly show you it here. I've just selected various classic art, street art, and some interesting pictures. And then you could just have that in the background as well. But there you go. Okay, so I've been using the Chromecast for Google TV for a few days now, and it's been absolutely, I've put my original TV remote in the drawer, and this is the only control I use. I don't watch much live TV, and the live TV I do watch, I tend to stream directly from BBC iPlayer. So what I found is basically that the Chromecast for Google TV has turned my OK, my 5-year-old OK smart TV, as I said, into a super intelligent smart TV. I love the fact that all my content is aggregated. I can easily search for stuff without having to go in and out of apps and stuff like that. I also love the fact that my YouTube account is easy just to navigate using this control. So I can watch YouTube in glorious 4K and see what they're like, and even watch videos from my own channel to see whether they look and sound okay. So overall, I'm super, super impressed. And when you consider the price of the Chromecast for Google TV and what you're getting, I think there's nothing quite like it in terms of price, functionality. The picture quality is absolutely excellent. The sound quality is really, really good as well. So you're getting that where it can deliver you stuff in 4K HDR, it's delivering that, and the sound quality is really good as well, as I say. I found the cord length where you plug your Chromecast in is about 145 centimeters. Which for me is a little short for my kind of hidden wire scenario. So I can just buy a longer lead that is a standard USB to USB-C lead, and I can get my wires all hidden how I like them behind the wall and everything like that. So that's not too much of a problem. So overall, very, very impressed, especially when you consider the price. I haven't tested out GeForce Now and attaching a controller to it yet, or I've done that. Ideally, I would have loved to have seen the Stadia app on there, but it is coming. And I know the very fact that people have found the Shadow PC and the GeForce app a bit intermittent. And I think what Stadia is doing is making sure that when they bring the Stadia app there, it is absolutely optimized, so you get that pristine 4K that you do on your Chromecast Ultra when you currently play Stadia and stuff like that. So looking forward to when that arrives, but overall super impressed. Highly recommend you check it out if you're looking to turn your TV into a smart TV, or turn your slightly older smart TV into a super smart TV. I hope you found that interesting. I hope you found that useful. If you did, do me a massive favor, hit the likes button. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when I go live with videos like these and all of that. And I'll see you around very, very soon. Thank you.